Are we already started? Oh, I'm right on time to watch Taiwan live TV!
Hey everybody, all right, I gotta check the playback and see what kind of a malfunction we may have had. You know, the funny thing is I got in the car and it connected Bluetooth to the car infotainment system. I keep Bluetooth on because I keep the phone connected to my watch. And so I don't know if the audio went to the stream or not. Very interesting. I think it does with the intro. So hi everybody. Thanks, Steinway. Hey J-Boy, how you doing? Yeah, you guys could hear the intro on that, right? I mean, on all the way through? Yeah. Okay, I gotta turn this off. I got an alarm coming on there. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I got the Xiaomi 9T Pro in the car. It doesn't do wide angle on any live streaming platform, but it sure is a nice phone with a big, good, excellent. It is a nice big display on it. So, all right, yeah, nice to have you with us. We're taking another drive, and I got to go meet my wife and my daughter, Phoenix, at a place later. She's going to go take her piano lessons. And yeah, it's getting a little cool here. So I thought I would bring you guys along for a drive, let you see what it looks like here in Taiwan. This is a little bit bumpy roads. This is the industrial park here. It's generally about maybe 20 to 22 during the day. Inside the house is a little warmer. Taiwan houses don't inherently have heat. You know, they don't build them with heat. This is an idiot trying to do. I take a left turn. I always got a scooter trying to turn on the inside, you know, on the wrong side of the road, and they think they can just fit back in. But hey, you know, there might be a truck coming. They don't care anyway. So yeah, actually in our case we have heat pumps on our air conditioning system. We got the split systems. And they always, you know, the ones that we have, we always buy them with the heat capability too. So they're air conditioners in the summertime and they're heaters in the winter. And I'm gonna run my windshield washers here. Yeah, the afternoon sun's coming down. But I'll tell you what, the sun, you know, it's not so much the cool, because we are, you know, 25 degrees off the equator. We're pretty far south here, you know. It's like Key West, Florida. But it's the sun going down, you know, early. And the other thing too is where we live, it's wind, super high wind in this area. I'm gonna say no, only because you either have to have some form of a license that you can get reciprocity for, or you have to go to driving school and take the test. And it's not that easy. I've only known a couple of foreigners who claimed, see, that the driving test isn't about teaching you how to drive, it's about passing the test. It's this weird track that you got to make all kinds of turns on, and they got all kinds of visual cues to line it up. So you never actually learn how to do the turns. You just like turn the wheel all the way to the lock, back up until this dot lines up with this, you know, spot on the windshield and stuff and things like that. And so one of the foreigners that I know that took the test, the driver's test, and passed it, said that the instructor told him what to do. And so, okay. But I come from a U.S. state that doesn't have reciprocity, full reciprocity. All I would have had to do was to take the written test, but I had been away from that state for so long that my license was expired anyway. So a lot of foreigners, you brought up an interesting topic, J-Boy. You know, a lot of foreigners live in Taiwan and they keep renewing their U.S. driver's license, and that's really technically illegal because they are residents here of Taiwan, and they're not residents of the United States. And I mean, it's just the way it is. And even if you claim you keep like a residence in the United States or any other country, you know, it's where you spend most of your time. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to assimilate. I didn't have a driver's license anyway, though, because it might have expired. Oh, it's auto, man. It's automatic. Taiwanese do not like sticks. And the funny thing is, that's a really good question, Steinway. If you take the test on an automatic transmission, it says that on your license and you're not allowed to drive a standard. But if you take the test on the standard, then you can drive anything, which is what I did. I took the test on the standard because I come from the standard, you know, and grew up driving standards, right? I'm an old guy. Back in the old days, nobody had an automatic transmission, just couldn't afford them. So now everything, you know, it's all, you know, DSG gearboxes with paddle shifters, you know. And so the interesting thing is, let me take you down this road. This road is a trip. I'll take you down this road because you won't believe this. This is a really, really skinny road. This is I'm in a real well-developed area, but all I got to do is go one block over here, and these are rice paddies. See, these are all rice fields next to me, and suddenly I'm in the middle of nowhere. I went 100 meters off the main road. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Look at this tiny road. Look at this. There's a scooter coming. I gotta wait for him. So I thought I would show this to you. Anyway, the cool thing is you can buy like a BMW, you know. Hey T, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, we're usually not on this time, so great to see you. Thanks. You can buy, you know, a really nice BMW with a stick shift for dirt cheap because nobody wants it. Yeah, thanks. The setting sun cutting across here. It should look pretty good. Got a pretty good camera on the phone. I'm broadcasting using Prism directly to, you know, to Periscope, and I'll upload to YouTube later. I'm just trying to keep the comment latency down here, but these are all rice fields. Now here we go. There's a truck coming up here. So here's what we do. Here's what we do. Yep, he's letting me know that he's coming. So I'm just pulling over here. Yeah, thank you. He actually was being very polite. He shined his lights, right? Yep, he just waved to me. Cool. He shined his lights and he put on his turn signal to let me know that he was What are you doing? I'm obviously pulling out. Yeah, the light is really nice. So, oh, I know these roads because I lived in this area. So yeah, I pulled over to let the car in, let the truck go by, and the scooters, you know, are just overwhelmingly just passing me like I'm not even there. They had the nerve to honk at me. I'm driving a van, a 7-seat van. I'll run you over. And all I'll feel is boom, boom, and that's the end of that. No, I'm just kidding. Now watch this, watch this. There's a scooter passing me on the left on a double line. See this? Yeah, just, had to. Just couldn't not do it. Here we go. I think we had a problem with the focus for a second. So, yeah, the setting sun and the sky. The sky's pretty nice today. I don't know. It's probably 50 kilometers an hour. I'm going about 60. So yeah, you see here they are up here, and they're always in the way. Here's what goes on in Taiwan. Scooters have a separate traffic flow than automobiles. And what has happened over time has become that, well, scooters don't have to obey the same laws, which they do, but they act like they don't, and they're real scofflaws. I mean, they run red lights all the time, right turn on red, which is not illegal, and so forth. And I don't know why that is. Whoa. It's funny because when I watch the playback on Periscope, it seems to be concurrent. So interesting. Well, what'll happen is any problems that I have, I just show this to Jake at Prism, and they work on it. So that's good. I'm using the ivideo.com.tw Wi-Fi box, who has graciously provided our internet service, and it is on the dashboard of the car in the open. And so, yeah. Local time here is 16:49. That's 1 minute until 5 p.m. here. What I think I'd like to do is I'd like to turn my screen brightness up just a little bit more here. Here we go. Okay, there you go. Oh, that looks better. Little blue trucks everywhere. The industrial trucks, they don't bother to, all right, thanks. They don't bother to paint them. They just leave them the factory color and stuff. So we're coming into an area called Jubei. And Jubei is like the fastest growing area of Taiwan, or one of them anyway, certainly in the northern section of Taiwan. This is very near the high-speed rail. Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right, which is why I took those back roads. We're very near the high-speed rail. And the real estate up here, oh yeah, that's true. The real estate over here is insane. My wife and I were looking at a house, and it was 4 floors, 4 bedrooms, and I think it was 4 bathrooms, either 3 or 4, but it's living room, kitchen, pretty standard Taiwan house, and it's like $800,000 US. Many of these properties that you see around here, that's the way down there, that's the Sheraton Hotel. But any of these other buildings that you see over here to the side, like up in here, and those are all new apartment buildings, and they can be upwards. Oh, is Dave here? Hey, Dave. Oh, that sounds good, man. Hey, all right, nice to have you with us. Just taking a little drive. Some of those apartment style houses are over $1 million US. And people are buying them, and they're building them. There are thousands and thousands of units being built. If I unhook this camera and turn it over to the left, you'd see that there's 2 buildings being built right over there to the left. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to turn my turn signal on, change lanes, get over into this lane, because I'm going to go into a temple up here pretty soon, which is the parking lot. Now, Dave knows this because I have talked about this before. I'm going to reveal a little secret. If you want views on stuff, if you're trying to promote stuff, the way to do it is with Google Maps. Everybody thinks, like 100,000, 200,000 views on Periscope. Whoa, that's a big deal. Oh, it's a huge number, right? Yeah, I got 2.5 million views on one photo of this temple right up here. And I wish I had watermarked it. So guess what I did? I bought a watermarking app. Whatever photos I take want to watermark, I just mark them and I send them. I just share them to this watermarking app, and then those photos in that directory is what I share. And so now, if you see recent photos that I have shared on Google Maps, you'll see that they all have the Taiwan Live TV logo on them. Hey, now I went to Bali and I put Taiwan Live TV on everything too, so it's good. And I think it's a legitimate thing, because you're helping people, to get an idea what things look like, and at the same time, you're driving traffic to your site. But now I've seen just flat, plain out spam. I told the story about the lady who did my passport photos, and I was looking at her Google Maps entry, and it's full of like some girl singing at karaoke. And my wife said, who is that? And the lady said, who's what? And my wife told her to go look at her Google Maps profile, and she said, who's this girl? It's like, that's what we're asking you. So just somebody just decided to spam her, and it wasn't an ad or anything, just decided to spam her this. All right, I'm going to back up here, back into this. And you know how I read recently, because I don't even know, I was in the United States in 2018 for 4 days, and I had a Nissan Sentra, and I was like, oh great, they got a backup camera, they finally caught up. And I read somewhere that every car in the United States now, sold in the United States, has to have a backup camera. Well, this car is a 2012. It had a backup camera. I mean, they've had backup cameras in that radar. The first time I ever went to Taiwan, in the year 2000, very nearly 20 years ago, I rode in a car and it had that radar in it. So, all right, we're parked. So here's what I'm gonna do. And I gotta reorient my phone because I had it pointed to the sky. Hi everybody. Oh, it's me. Oh, I have been so tired. So here we are. Yeah, so now if you look at Google Maps, right, it'll all have my Taiwan Live TV thing in there. So that's what we want. And this is the temple over here. I don't have my gimbal. Not a good day. It's kind of getting too dark to it's getting too dark to show it. But I should show it again because it is an interesting place and it has a lot of relief carving, but I think after examining them, I think they're actually concrete casting. But at any rate, the molds are really interesting. Yeah, thanks. It was fun. Now, just then, okay, I got a notification from Prism. The Prism chat came up, and then the Streamlabs chat came up at the same time. So that should be pretty straight together. Now, we have a new camping store. It's from France. And I got this cool jacket. This is it right here. You guys seen this brand before? I think they're known around here you go. Yeah, they're known for having high quality, yet I can't even get this straight. High quality, inexpensive products. They're made in China, but they're high quality. And I got this beautiful color. I love this color. It's not quite, like Iron Man, but it's the outside's better. It's a golden blue, and there's vents on it, And like my Columbia jacket, it all folds up into the right-hand pocket. Now, when I went, speaking of going to the States, when I went to the States, I brought a Columbia jacket with me. I like Columbia, so I like right now I got a technical shirt on from Cabela's. I like technical clothing, it's more comfortable. And I had my Columbia windbreaker and rain jacket with me, and it was unbelievable. I stuffed it back in and zipped it up, and I clipped it onto my bag, my man bag, right? the strap of my man bag. This is the seatbelt anyway. And I got home and just, set it down. And I went a couple weeks later, I went to unzip it and I couldn't unzip it. And it's still unzippable. I can't open it. It's packed inside its own, and there's the zipper has pulls on either side, right? So when it's stuffed on the inside, there's still a pull on the outside. So it's inside its own pocket. It's about this big, and I can't open it. So I told my wife, I said, yeah, okay, well, great. We went to the cabinet store. I saw this thing. This thing was, I don't know, $20 or something. And it feels like oilskin. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. But I can't open it, so I was willing to risk maybe making it a little worse. I actually squirted some oil on the zipper, which is what you do with zippers, right? And it still won't come unstuck. So, yeah. I know. I think I got the idea the other day. I should just send it to the engineering department of Columbia, and just let them know, hey, look what happened. If you figure out how to open this, let me know. Because we used to like it. Back in the when I worked in manufacturing, where maybe, but I don't remember it being hard. I just remember putting it in, but it didn't stick. It's all the way shut. So, I mean, it's right up to the stop. So, I can't get an exchange. I got that thing. Who knows how long ago? It's 20 years ago. Anyway, probably a long time ago. But yeah, so that's sprayed. So they open it up. They'll spray stuff. When I worked in manufacturing, we like to get things back from the field for engineering evaluation. I bought a Tom Schultz power soak, that goes between your guitar amp, the amp head, and the guitar cabinet. It's a power attenuator, so you can turn the amp up loud and get that sound, but at a lower volume. And it actually broke. One of the power resistors broke off the PC board under warranty, and they gave me an exchange. They didn't fix it. They wanted it back. They told me we want it back. It's too bad too, because I had like a 2-digit serial number. Actually, Tom Schultz himself pulled it out of the box and gave it to me. But so I got the one I got after that was like 500 or something. They'd sold a bunch of them in the meantime. So that's how it is. There's lots of those little serial number stuff. Serial numbers, you guys like you buy something low serial number, high serial number. What do you think? I mean, you like early adopters, you like to have serial number 1 through 10 or something like that, or would you rather have 1,000 where 900 people before you or something? So, oh really? Okay. Well, this is Jubei, and let me do this. I can roll down the window. I can handhold this. Sorry about my finger. I'm gonna unplug this, and that is the temple over there. That's the gate for the temple. Gosh, I'm just like every other periscoper that handholds. That's a little area there that you can sit in with a table, but over there is the gate. It's actually quite a beautiful gate. I'll come back and bring my gimbal. It is. This is the windy area. This is the windy part of Taiwan, Hsinchu. It's known for being windy. Oops. And there you go. That's as wide as it gets. It's not super wide, but yeah, that's as wide as it gets. I've got a wider angle camera, but Prism access it, and I have oh yeah, they keep up with it. I gotta give them credit for that. They do keep up with it. They keep the place pretty clean. Prism has yes, especially now. During the day, it's been about 24, you know. Sea, of course, obviously. And right now, it's not that cold. It's just that it's windy. And with the high wind, you know, you can be just, the air temperature can be just a little bit lower than normal. If you got a high wind, it feels chilly. And the other thing about it too is that it's always humid here. Taiwan is a humid environment. Therefore, whatever temperature you're feeling is amplified. And so I came from New Hampshire, and you know, the snow was up to my belt. During the wintertime, I'd go out after a snowstorm. I go, where's my car? I don't know where it is. I have to go, you know, I know where I parked it, but okay. And then, boom, oh, there it is. Okay, then I'd start brushing it off, right? And that's a huge pile of snow. And I never really felt that cold. You know, I would dress for it and, you know, dress in layers and stuff, the whole thing. And I lived in the north for a long time. I got used to it. And when you live in these environments, I tell my Taiwanese friends that what I would do is I'd stomp down the snow and make an area where I'd put my yes, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yes, and wind chill factor, you're absolutely right. Yes, it is high humidity all year round. That's the problem. So, excuse me. So I would like stomp down a little area and start my barbecue grill and put my lounge chair out. It'd be like 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it might be like below zero temperature. But I take my jacket off and my shirt, and you know, just in my t-shirt, and I get me some, you know, some sun. And as long as there's no wind, and they're like, "Oh, it's so cold. How can you stand it?" And I try to explain to them it's dry cold. With dry cold, if there's no wind, it doesn't even feel cold, really. The minute there's one little tiny speck of breeze, though, you got to put your jacket back on. But here, and I never felt cold doing that. Here, the cold is bone chilling, and I'm looking at the temperature. I'm going, it's only like 18 or 17 or 16 C. I mean, what is going on? Yeah, see, you know, yeah. T lives in Alaska, okay? But if you came here, T, you would probably go, it feels cold, because it's like, when it's above 60, and sometimes in the winter it's even 70% humidity. It's crazy. So, yeah, there's no humidity in the winter. Of course, you know, everything just freezes. You couldn't do an evaporation test. But, yeah, no humidity at all, really, like in New Hampshire in the, you know, in winter. And so it's totally different here. And we oh, I see. That's cool. No wind in winter. That's cool. I would like that. I think I would like Alaska. I really do. Hangnail, I hate that. I think I would like that. And well, already used to moose, and I used to like to track moose and photograph them. I like that kind of stuff. Of course, I have to carry a rifle in there, but yeah, minus 40 C, and yeah, 40 C and F. Yeah, there's a point in time where they're on the scale where they match. And so if you go, it's minus 40, right? And they go, well, is it C or F? The correct answer to that is nobody cares, because it's cold. Actually, that could be an acronym, FC, right? Minus FC, minus 40 FC. So, anyway. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And I kind of miss that, you know. But, well, anyway. Yeah, that's it. Minus 40. Yeah, that's where they match. Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? Seriously. It's one of those questions that doesn't need to be asked. My other favorite is, do you think it's broken? No. Are you sure? No. No, it's not broken. Because you're able to ask the question. But yeah, so like minus 40. Temperature's minus 40. C or F. Doesn't matter. In another 4 seconds, we will die from hypothermia, because, you know, whatever. But It's one of those questions. I specialize in those kind of questions, you know. I used to do so I should do that again. I should do a segment like, you know, Dear MJ, people, you know, send me questions, right? I don't know why. People think I got the answer to everything. I don't. But somebody asked me, why is everything I look for always in the last place I look for it? And how can I stop that from happening? I said, well, okay, dear so-and-so, the reason that what you're looking for is always in the last place that you look for it is because as soon as you find it, you stop looking for it. So, if you don't want it to be in the last place you look, then I suggest that you, even after you find it, you continue looking in 2 or 3 other places after that, and then it won't be in the last place that you look. And so I like to help people and solve these little, you know, issues that they have and things like that. So that's there you go. So we could do that again. All right. I'm going to go. My wife's going to show up in a minute. I'm going to pick up Phoenix. I'm going to take her to the Yamaha class, which is, we have here in Taiwan, the Yamaha music system. It's very good. It's from Japan. It's the system that they use to teach children music. And she's actually learning quite, and she has my ear. Boy, she can hear. If I just go, I'll go like, and she'll, you know, hit a G. It's amazing. So she really knows what to, you know, she really knows what to do. Her hearing is really, really good. Okay, I'll tell him thank you. And so I'm gonna take her to the Yamaha class and sit in the car and study something for an hour or so while they're in there. So, guys, take care. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll do an upload to YouTube. Take care. Thank you. I want to say goodbye, Zaijian, and one on, because it's almost nighttime to everybody from Taiwan. Bye bye. See you.